Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your April reading. So I've already pre-laid the cards, so let's see what came out for you. In the underlying energy, the past. Here I got the Hermit. Could be dealing with a Virgo, but mostly that can be that maybe you retracted yourself to try and understand something, to try and get your own light, your wisdom, to guide yourself with your wisdom. It's the Hermit. See, this is his inner light, and that is what he's walking upon. It is in the night, and he is on top of a mountain there. That means he's walking towards his elevation, towards his betterment, basing himself on how he's feeling, his intuition, his inner wisdom. After that, here I have communication from, it can be from someone in your family, it can be about something that is part of your heritage, that is passed from generation. That's the Ten of Pentacles, your solidity, your family, or it can be often the karmic karma, the karma that is passed from one generation to another. That's sometimes something that a parent or a grandparent had to go through, didn't quite succeed the karma. It is passed to the children to live it or understand it and redo it until they can eliminate it or ascend it, I should say. So these are moves, action, communication about something that is of heritage. After that, I have communication again. So maybe in the past here, or underlying energy, that means that you're going through now, there's a lot of back and forward communication. 2 pages here, and they can be seen also as children, but a lot of exchanges and offers and communication, presenting yourself with things as you're taking it from a distant part and trying to analyze it. And here we have judgment, and we have the wheel of fortune. So all of that communication, all of that interaction that you're having is to bring you an enlightenment, so that the wheel of fortune can turn for you. In the now, that means that what is going to happen in the month of April, knowing that this is the underlying energy. Here we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Four of Swords. So there's a healing that needs to happen on the way that a heart can be offered, on that quest for love, quest to offer one's heart or to receive one's heart. There's a lot of communication about that brings you into that bringing back stuff to heal it, to understand it. There will be grieving, like see, this is the moment we grieve, the moment that we get conscious of the cups that were spilled, the things that were lost, the things that were unsolvable. It can be regrets, can be things like that. But I think that maybe you probably lived that in your life and doing it for your own life. But I think this is something that if you look deeply, maybe your mother or your father faced the same thing, or your grandparents, but it's like a generational karma. And after that we have the world. So that's the conclusion of that lesson, that understanding. You are healing and understanding grief, about putting our heart out there. Here is the Three of Swords, the disappointments, the pain, and here is the Sword of Understanding. Two cards of retracting to try and understand what was the lesson behind it, trying to find our inner guidance, and that is brought by the universe. It is revived, put again on the surface for you to deal with it, so that the wheel can turn, so that that cycle can be finished and done with. In the future, there you are, Sagittarius, King of Wands. So there you are in your power, and very much so in your power. Six of Wands. Six of Wands, this man came back from the war. There's this recognition of what he went through. They know that he doesn't come back from the market. He comes back from the war with glorious. And you see that crown of laurel. That's the crown of laurel here. So it's the success in finishing this karma in your family, in your genes, in your soul baggage of your soul family. If it's not in your family per se, it's your soul family anyway, but you're clearing something that has been passed on from generation to generation. And after that, I have the Ten of Cups. So that opens up for your emotional fulfillment. Maybe before you would have had a hard time getting there or attaining that or whatever, but there is the conclusion. There is the total emotional fulfillment. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a decision. It's a passage, you know, like the two pillars of the before and the after. I'm sorry, I just saw my cat. Okay, so let's clarify. If that's the case, that's amazing. We do come here to experience life and understand and clear these beliefs or these limitations or traumas. And when we can't do it in a lifetime, it is passed often to our children to experience it in a different way, but with the same energy, so that maybe they will clear it so that it stops there. And it's for the betterment at the end, you know? So you're doing that. You're doing that in the month of April. There we go, Sagittarius. I call upon the light. I call upon my guides. I call upon Spirit to help me clarify this reading for Sagittarius in April. Okay. Okay. So and that's why there's probably a lot of communication with your family, maybe about that. But okay, talk to me about judgment. Talk to me about judgment. What is judgment bringing back on the surface to be restored? Talk to me about judgment. It's about the solidity, the family, the celebration, union, that solid union that we celebrate. Four of Wands. So see, Ten of Pentacles, the generational, that it's maybe it was something that was hard for you or for your family in the generations here to get that, see Ten of Pentacles again, to get that solid heritage, family solidity at home, marriage. It can be all of that. Talk to me about the Four of Swords. What is being healed for Sagittarius? What is being healed? Well. That's a bit too much. But the Ace of Swords was the one that flipped over. So there is an understanding, a clarity. So what is being healed? There we have the King of Wands again. King of Wands. Again, we have recognition, success, being acclaimed. We have Nine of Pentacles, being solid and independent and having built oneself. It's the recognition of one's value, of the capacity to go and generate what we want and to be recognized. And here we have the Fool, which, you know, goes well with the end of that cycle. So what you're healing, and that can be what I was talking about with the generational karma, it is maybe that that capacity to be strong in one's will, to start a business. Maybe there was bankruptcies before, or loss. Maybe there was non-recognition, no success, having that limit, having that that brought maybe fear, or of you know, when you never experience solidity, and that you go through losses and things like that, because we do have the Five of Cups here. That is being healed, and they are repeating again the King of Wands and the success here. It is being healed so that you can solidly go jump into your new cycle. What is the Five of Cups? What was that lost? It can be Ten of Pentacles, lost in the family. It can be grieving from a member of your family also. Healing your heart from that. That can be. Or because here I have the Six of Cups under. Can be children, can be here, if we know this is generations and family and heritage, there's something that has been lost that you are grieving and trying to understand why, trying to understand what happened, so that you can heal it and then get back into your power. So it is really something that maybe you have lived in this life, losing your family, losing the solidity of a family and things like that. but I think it is karmic in the sense that it is something that was passed on to really understand it and close it so that you can get that solidity again and that recognition. What is that recognition about? What is that recognition about? So we have the Ace of Swords that came out again. So because you have that clarity, that understanding, there's that pride coming back. And we have strength. Here, the recognition of your strength, the mastery over the fears, over the, because the lion is our ego, is our like the sum of our life experience here. And often he's going to be the one, you know, telling us not to do something or whatever because it has never worked before or whatever. Out of fear, he can bite off somebody's head or whatever. But here, it's your higher self being stronger than your baggage. Your higher self connected with the universe that can do what is difficult, that has that strength. And that strength is when your higher self is driving, not the lion. So, and often it's our ego that drives the car, let's say. And our higher self, our soul, is sitting in the back seat trying to give directions. But with the strength card, that's when our higher self is taking the wheel. And there is our ego understanding that it's for the best, trusting ourselves, our strength, our understanding, our clarity, and having the recognition of that. So I don't know how it could have translated in your story, but it's like if there was that grieving or regret or loss that is linked with family, and all of that is coming back to the surface for you to address it and heal it and close that karma. And that karma is going to be closed for your children also, and everyone that is going to come after you in your lineage. They will not have to deal with that. Talk to me about the Ten of Cups. Talk to me about the Ten of Cups. Yeah, see? That grieving, there's the mastery of it. He is strong in his emotions. He went through all of the cups here. He did his grieving, the regrets and things like that. He understands that there are two cups in further down the road that are way enough for the life and going to the castle in the back there. So twice you had that Five of Cups. But here, what is that Ten of Cups? It's that mastery, that emotional mastery. Even if you are a fire sign, this is your water side that is strong in his emotions. They're gaining that happiness in the family. There's a family here, there's a family here. So that family karma of grieving and loss, maybe lack of stability, lack of strength in the family, this is going to be healed with understanding and strength, recognition. Here, I have the world again. This is really closing that cycle. Show me the wheel of fortune. Show me the wheel of fortune here. So some of you will live a grieving in your family. You will hear about it. It will disrupt the solidity of the family. But for others of you, and I think the majority of you, it is to heal a family karma. A family karma of that a loss of looking at only what doesn't work, looking at only what is spilled, because sometimes that is a thought pattern also that we can stay stuck in. It's it will never work, or thinking that we come here only to suffer, thinking that we come here to pay for the original sin and or whatever that that could have been put in your mind, and that can affect all of it, prevent you from having that joy in the family without expecting another shoe to drop or something like that. Here what came out is the Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Queen of Wands. That's you, what you can attract, what you desire, what you can sense here with the black cat. That's the wheel of fortune is going to bring that. See, you have your feminine and your masculine here, very empowered. It could be pessimism also, or something like that. If you haven't lived, because I didn't have death here, but I have twice the grieving card. So if you've lived the loss in your family, I am sorry. You will heal from it and be able to be happy again. But for the majority of you, it is not grieving per se. It is the universe bringing back on the table that karma, so you can live success, so you can live autonomy and strength in the family, in the happiness and sharing happiness and all of that. It's the conclusion of a karma. So Sagittarius, this is your reading. I'm gonna wish you a beautiful month of April. It's gonna be very healing and a lot of self-work here, a lot of going inside and understanding and feeling and getting the clarity on things so you can move on. So thank you for all your likes and shares and comments. I read them all, and I'm gonna wish you love and light. I won't be able to do private readings for another couple of weeks because of my work, but I'll come back eventually. So have a beautiful month of April, spring. Okay, bye bye.